It's not like 2024 was some sort of complete collapse for the Dolphins, but it definitely wasn't what it should have been. You could feel it from the very first snap of the season. Something was just off, and not in a way that you could easily put your finger on. It wasn't about effort. It wasn't about talent. It was more like a storm that never quite passed. Some players got caught in the middle of that. Some survived it. Some faded into the noise. And three of them, they've got something brewing for 2025. You can see it in the way things are moving. You can feel it if you're paying attention. Jalen Waddle, Devon Achane, Tyrel Dodson. Not just names. These are pivot points. These are the what-ifs that might just flip everything upside down this year. Start with Waddle. What happened to him last season wasn't a fall. It was more like a quiet disappearance. Not because he lost a step. Not because the fire went out. But because he got left behind in the blur of injuries, backup QBs, and a playbook that forgot what it means to attack. He caught 58 passes. That's not a career stat. That's a whisper. 2 touchdowns. You know he's looking at that number every day like it's a personal insult. That man used to be a guaranteed 1,000-yard monster, someone who tore through secondaries like they were ghosts. But 2024? It boxed him in, limited him, starved him of space, of rhythm, of real chances to blow games open. And yet, what if that silence is exactly what he needed? Tyreek Hill is on his last ride in aqua and orange. You can feel that one from a mile away. He knows it. The front office knows it. Waddle. He's the one they're betting on now. That extension wasn't about what he's done. It was about what he still hasn't. You get the sense that Mike McDaniel's got something simmering, something we didn't get to see last year because everything broke down. The deep ball wasn't there. The offensive line folded too often. The defense dictated terms. But what happens if Tua's upright for most of the season? What happens if the playbook finally lets Waddle breathe again? He's not a sidekick. Never was. And this year, it's not about bouncing back. It's about reclaiming something that never should have been lost. Then there's Achane. His numbers went up. Weird, right? More carries. More touches. More total yards. And yet, it felt like something was missing. The magic wasn't as sharp. He got the ball more, sure. But did he get better? You'd think so, looking at the stats. But you watch the film, and things start to unravel. That balance after contact. Not what it was. Those cuts he used to make without thinking, now they came with hesitation. There were lanes, and he didn't always take them. There was green grass, and sometimes he didn't trust it. His average per carry went from 7.8 to 4.5. That's not just a dip, that's a recalibration. It's the league catching up to you. It's defenses keying in. It's fatigue. It's overuse. It's a guy being pushed into a role he was never supposed to own. Nearly 300 touches? That's not who Achane was coming out of college. He was a burst guy, a lightning strike, someone you use sparingly, precisely, and he slices you open when you least expect it. But Miami leaned heavy on him last year. Too heavy. This season, you can feel the shift already. Jalen Wright is here now. And the message is clear. Split the load. Let Achane do what he does best. Attack in flashes, not floods. That's when he's lethal. That's when he makes defenses flinch. You don't ask a scalpel to do a hammer's job. You just don't. So what happens when they get that balance right? What does Achane look like when he's fresh? When the defense hasn't spent the whole week keying on him? When he's the guy slipping past tired linebackers on 3rd and 6, not the one getting stuffed on 1st and 10 because the box is stacked. There's something dangerous about a back with nothing to prove, but everything to take. That's what Achane feels like right now. And then there's Dodson. If you weren't watching close enough, you missed the shift. You missed how a guy who got flat-out dumped by Seattle quietly turned into one of the most intriguing pieces of the Dolphins' defense down the stretch. He started 3 games, played real snaps in 4. Nothing flashy, nothing headline-worthy. But there were flashes, moments where it clicked, moments where he looked like he belonged. Miami noticed. That's why they brought him back. 2 years, $6.25 million. That's not nothing. That's not charity. That's belief. The linebacker room is crowded. Jordan Brooks is the star in the making. Willie Gay Jr. is experienced. KJ Britt wants a shot. And Dotson, he's right there in the middle of it, not backing down. Not after getting cut mid-season. Not after watching the league turn away. His tape wasn't clean. He missed too many tackles, and the numbers show it. A 14.3% miss rate during his Dolphin stint? That's ugly. But sometimes ugly is just the cost of adjustment. Sometimes ugly means you're finally moving fast enough to matter.